top basic pages you need on your blog. Your website needs to look professional in the eyes of Google. And for that to happen, it needs to include a few basic pages. These are often overlooked, and if you are not selling a product or a service, then it probably makes little sense to include them. But when your Google ranking hinges on it, it would be a mistake not to. These pages all need to be a minimum of 800 words long, preferably 1,000 plus. They shouldn't take up prime real estate on your page, but they should be linked on the main page and, if possible, throughout. The best way to include them is via the addition of small text links in the footer or header, something that most WP templates have an option for. These pages are as follows. Home. This is your basic home page. In theory, it is where most of your visitors will land when they click onto your blog, but in practice, the majority of them will actually land on one of your articles first. This text is just to make sure you don't have a blank home page. You should also look to mention your blog's name/title a few times, while working your main keywords in there as well. About us. Describe your blog, yourself and your purpose. With small blogs, it's not always easy to extend this section to 800 plus words, so you'll have to be verbose. Just remember that few people will read this anywhere, so no one cares if you're a little OTT. Directory. This is a strong section and a good way to include some valuable links. Google likes it when respected sites link to other respected sites, and it will appreciate yours more if you link to high-ranking sites. Don't get too caught up in domain authority though, just make sure you link to relevant sites that use their gov or org extension. You can write a little bit about each other, including some relevant keywords. Terms. This doesn't need to be legally sound if you're not selling a product or service. You can follow a template to complete it, just make sure that what you write is 100% original. Privacy policy. As with the terms and conditions page, this need not be legally binding, and if you follow a template, it's easy to write. Contact us. You don't need to make this page 800 plus words, and in most cases it's not essential to include it at all. But it makes for a nice addition, and when your blog takes off and starts to flood with genuine views from interested visitors, they can use this to get in touch. It's good to give them a means of contacting you. Do not post your email address, as it will be trawled by spam bots. Instead, use one of the available contact form plugins and link this to your email. You should also look to populate the site with at least 10 articles. If you have the time or the money to create more, 30 would be a better number. These are your base articles and should be the strongest articles on your site with regards to SEO. Don't worry if you're not sure what makes them stronger than the articles that follow. Just focus on making sure they are well written and that they have solid SEO. As mentioned in Chapter 3, WordPress, your blog should not yet be indexable by Google, but once you get these pages and these articles published, then you can change this option, letting Google index your blog.